Hey everyone, this is Daniel from PhoneArena with a video review of the Nokia Asha 310. The Asha range proved pretty popular since its introduction, hitting the sweet price spot between lowly feature phones and smart handsets, and managed to keep the company afloat during the Lumia phones transition. Now that the Lumias cover the gamut of price points, the Asha range has to be reinvented a bit, and the affordable 310 is the first in line with both those SIM slots and Wi-Fi connectivity. Is this enough to make the battle against low-end Lumias and cheap Androids successful? Let's see. The 310 is a soapy-shaped, comfortable to hold little handset in champagne white or gray metallic, which is patterned on the back but still slippery. It is no doubt chubby for today's standards, but since it is pretty small, the extra thickness makes it lie well in the palm and not be completely lost in there. There's a lot of polish and shine all over the handset, especially in this champagne color, including the call and end keys, which are in glossy piano black and are elevated to form a wave, together with the microphone in between. The call key feels a bit iffy, with hollow feedback, and the side buttons like the volume rocker here and the lock key are also not with very good tactile feedback. Could use a little more click, but other than that they're all easy to feel and press without looking at the phone. Nokia has done the right thing and took one of the two regular SIM card slots on the left side of the phone here, covered with a protective flap. And since the cards are hot swappable, you can just insert another one right here. The mechanism is a bit hard to learn, especially if you have cut your nails. Here we go. It now detected the card on the fly, said that it will be using the second card for outgoing calls and messages as well as data. And here you go, we have connection to two networks at one now. You can switch between them either from here or from the dedicated SIM card manager application, which we'll show you a bit later. Now for the screen, the 3-inch capacitive touchscreen panel sports lowly 240 by 400 pixels of resolution, rocking it old school, other than the grainy images on account of the low 155 ppi pixel count. The panel sports decent colors and viewing angles, but could use a bit more brightness outside. In addition, the contrast ratio leaves something to be desired. So sunlight visibility is not the Asha 310's strong point. There are oleophobic and scratch-proof coatings on the screen though, so it's a decent panel for the phone's rock bottom price point. Let's have a look at the interface now. Nokia insists on calling the Asha range using the Series 40 interface smartphones on account of the many thousands of Java applications available for them in the Nokia store. But to hedge its bets, it also throws in 40 Electronic Arts game titles for free with the Asha 310. The newest touch edition of Series 40 has an interface with all the prerequisites indeed, such as a lock screen with time, date, connectivity, status info, this here home screen for app shortcuts, a pull-down notification bar with connectivity switches, and the venerable back button, as well as context menu keys. In the on-screen version, these rounded up icons are really huge, making them easy to press on the smallish display. The on-screen keyboard, on the other hand, as you can see, is really tiny on the 3-inch display in portrait mode, so we'd recommend using its keypad option rather than the QWERTY layout. Swiping left and right changes between home screens, the app drawer and the dialer, while the notification bar has a small lip for easier pulling that gives you access to the call messaging and music playback functions on the phone, along with toggles for data, Wi-Fi, Bluetooth connectivity, as well as the sound profiles. There's also this cool animation for the volume here. I'm pressing the rocker. And you can tap on the speaker and mute the sound completely as well. The Asha 310 comes preloaded with Facebook, Twitter, and the eBuddy push chat app for the social media junkies. And it also offers all the basic utility apps, as well as a SIM card manager application for the 2 SIM slots. The app lets you set the default network for calls, data, and messaging, or choose the option to be asked each time. Like here, which one you want to use for each particular action. You can set up to 5 SIM profiles for work, home, data-only cards, and so on. And the cards can be inserted in and out without turning off the handset first for the ultimate convenience. Unsurprisingly, for a Series 40 phone, the Asha 310 doesn't require powerful hardware and makes do with 1 GHz processor, 64 megabytes of RAM, and 128 megabytes of ROM for the operating system and the default apps. Still, the interface is zippy enough and uploading times reasonable. The phone offers a micro SD slot for extra memory on the side and comes with either 2 or 4 gigabytes piece in the box, depending on the region, yet supports cards up to 32 gigabytes in size. The phone does support Wi-Fi connectivity, which is a first for a dual SIM Asha, but for those times when you're using data through one of your SIMs, Nokia provides its Express browser. It precaches the pages on Nokia servers before serving them to you, thus saving on traffic charges. As you can guess, on the 3-inch screen with 155 ppi, text is pixelated and images grainy. And the browser is no speed rendering demon either, taking a few choppy moments while scrolling and panning around or pinching to zoom. It is thus good for quick checks and basic tasks rather than long browsing sessions. The Asha 310 supports Edge network download speeds, as well as Wi-Fi, Bluetooth 3.0, FM radio, and micro USB 2.0 port for wired connectivity, and that's about it. The gallery has a simple grid layout for the photo thumbnails, but it has a surprisingly powerful editor built in, which lets you crop, rotate, enhance, remove red eye, annotate, add effects, and so on. The music player in its turn supports categorization options by artists, albums, playlists, even genres, as well as a few equalizer presets. The loudspeaker is not crystal clear, but with a pretty strong sound output. And the video player supports MPEG-4 files up to 480 by 800 definition, but this 3-inch low-res display is not exactly welcoming for video playback. There is a basic 2 megapixel camera on the back with fixed focus and no flash, so the photographic results are pretty poor. Nokia has spiced it up a little on the interface side, letting you apply a number of color effects to the pictures and also switch on the fun sounds option. This one here, which you can turn your boring shutter sound into something crazier. I like this one here. The photos themselves come rather overexposed and washed out with a naturally high color saturation and even blurry spots. Video is shot with 176 by 144 definition, so it's not even worth watching on the phone screen itself, let alone for any other purpose. Overall, for the $100 off contract price, you get what you pay for with the Asha 310 in terms of screen resolution and other hardware extras. But the phone does have a few aces up its design sleeve, such as pretty good build quality and ergonomic grip. The phone does support a subpar camera and a lousy voice quality in the earpiece here, but some major trade-offs could be expected from this rock bottom price. The Easy Swap dual SIM system is a godsend for those who look for an inexpensive handset to juggle their personal and work numbers from a single phone, mixing it up with other cards quickly without having to switch off the handset first. As a phone with both dual SIM slots and Wi-Fi connectivity, it is somewhat unique to compete in the Asha range. But then there's Android, which has the Samsung Galaxy Y Duos, for example, which gives you all the wonders of the Google Play Store for just a little bit more. If you want a bit larger screen with better resolution as well as better camera, you can pony up a few tens more for something like the Sony Xperia Tipo Duo as well. So in a nutshell, the advantages of the Asha 310 are its dual SIM easy swap system with a hot swappable slot on the side. It's also inexpensive, and the downsides are that the earpiece is weak and the voices in it sound muffled, as well as the subpar camera. This was a video review of the Nokia Asha 310 from PhoneArena. For more information about this and other handsets, you can visit us at PhoneArena.com. Thanks for watching.